Have you ever noticed how your mind never truly rests? Even when nothing is wrong, your thoughts keep moving, replaying conversations, imagining outcomes that never happen, questioning decisions that are already in the past. This is not curiosity. This is overthinking. Overthinking feels like problem solving. It feels like you are being careful, intelligent, responsible. But in reality, it slowly drains your energy, your confidence, and your peace. Your brain was designed to protect you, not to torture you. But when it learns to see danger everywhere, it never turns off. At some point in your life, thinking deeply helped you survive. Maybe you were criticized, maybe you were misunderstood, maybe you were hurt when you trusted someone. So your mind adapted. It decided that if it thinks enough, plans enough, analyzes enough, you will never feel that pain again. But the mind cannot tell the difference between real danger and imagined danger. So it reacts to both the same way. You replay the past, trying to rewrite it. You imagine the future, trying to control it. And in the present, you feel frozen. The more you think, the less you act. The less you act, the more powerless you feel. And the cycle becomes your identity. Overthinking creates the illusion of control. It whispers, "If I think long enough, I will finally feel safe." But safety does not come from thought. It comes from trust. When you overthink, you are not trying to find answers. You are trying to avoid uncertainty. And uncertainty is part of being human. Your mind starts asking questions that have no end. What if I fail? What if they judge me? What if I make the wrong choice? What if I regret this forever? But there is no perfect choice. There is only movement. The brain prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar freedom. That is why you stay in your head instead of stepping into your life. Overthinking separates you from your body. You stop feeling. You start analyzing. Your emotions become problems to solve instead of signals to listen to. You try to think your way out of feelings, but feelings are not logical. They are meant to be felt, not fixed. When you don't allow yourself to feel, your mind takes control, and slowly you forget what it means to be present. You become a spectator in your own life. Your body lives in the moment. Your mind lives everywhere else. That is why you feel exhausted even when you do nothing. Your mind is running a marathon that never ends. Overthinking is not your personality. It is a coping mechanism. You learn to survive by thinking, but now you must learn to live by trusting. The mind does not need more control. It needs more safety. And safety comes from knowing that you can handle whatever comes. You do not need certainty to move forward. You need courage. When you notice your thoughts looping, pause. Not to fight them, but to observe them. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who hears them. And what you observe loses power. Stillness is not the absence of thought. It is the ability to not follow it. Your mind is tired, not because you are weak, but because you have been carrying too much alone. You don't need to solve your entire life today. You only need to take the next small step, and then the next. Overthinking ends when you stop trying to control the future and start trusting the present. You are allowed to be uncertain. You are allowed to be imperfect. You are allowed to live. If this feels familiar, your mind is asking for rest, not more answers. Understanding your mind is the first step toward freedom.